Right then, we are back with another match here on WWE 2K25. This one is Oba Femi representing NXT going up against AJ Francis representing TNA. And for me, this one, there's a heavy favourite in this one for me. Oba Femi has already done pretty well this week. He picked up a big win earlier on. And he's still got a few more opportunities. Well, I'm sure he's got another match tomorrow. He has, yeah. Oba Femi faces Zilla Fatu tomorrow as well. So it could be a very good week for him. He currently sits on 0 in the ranking system, +1 for the year after 4 matches, which was the match he won the other day against... Who did he face the other day? It was Jake something. I think that was the hardest match he's got all week, to be honest with you. This one against AJ Francis, like I said, I feel like AJ Francis is a massive underdog for this one. And it gives a chance for Oba Femi to really build himself up and get some momentum as well, because don't forget that Oba Femi will actually be part of next week's PWI 500 King of the Rankings tournament, because he was named number 14 in the 2025 PWI 500. So he needs this momentum. He faces up against Trick Williams next week in the first round, so it's interesting. And his opponent then is AJ Francis. He has had 2 matches so far in our Universe mode and has lost them both. So he's on -2 from 2. And again, I think he's the heavy underdog for this one. I think he's just heavy in general, to be honest with you. But I'm not a massive fan of AJ Francis. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think he is. He's got a position. As I said, I've been saying this quite a lot recently. There's people that I think we can use effectively to help put other people over. The likes of Enzo Amore, Little Guido, AJ Francis. You've got AR Fox as another one. I mean, AR Fox is great. I love AR Fox, but he's someone we can definitely use as someone who can put over some of the bigger cruiserweights, but still look very authentic along the way. And obviously, you've got your likes of Brooklyn Brawl and them sort of people as well. But AJ Francis, I think, is someone who we can definitely utilise to help put over some of the other talent. And I think this is a perfect match for it. Here we go then, underway. Oba Femi, not very often he is the smaller man in the match, is there really? But here we go. As AJ Francis taking control very early on with the strength. AJ Francis is able to avoid the shoulder block. Oba Femi sends it into the corner. And yeah, as I said already, Oba Femi for me is the big favourite. And it could be a very good year for him. I mean, if he can pick up a win here and against Zilla Fatu tomorrow, he'll be on a +2. And then if he can do a decent performance in the PWI 500, I don't think Oba Femi's going to go on to win it, because there's some big names in there. You've got the likes of Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, John Moxley, Gunther, Hangman Adam Page. You've got Goto, Seth Rollins, Swerve Strickland, Okada, Ospreay, Mystico. You've got some really big names in that PWI tournament. But if you can get like 2 or 3 rounds deep, you've earned yourself some more ranking points, and you're really forcing some more questions later on. I say his first round match is against Trick Williams. That's a very winnable match, I think, for Oba Femi. And then we'll cross the bridge afterwards to see who he's going to face off against. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, to be honest. What we've done for the seedings of the PWI 500 tournament is we have taken, because we're taking the top 32, we've got number 1 versus number 32, for example. So Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. We've got number 2 versus number 31, which is John Moxley versus Yota Tsuji. Number 3 versus number 30, which is Gunther versus MJF. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll seed all the winners of round 1 and we'll reseed it for round 2. I think that'd be a good way of doing it. So Cody Rhodes, as the number 1 seed in the entire competition, will always face the lowest ranked seeded person still in the tournament. I think that's a good way of doing it. Oba Femi now working over the arm of AJ Francis. I'll be honest, it's been a much more technical match than I expected. I thought it would be a bit more of a hoss fest, just 2 big guys kicking the crap out of each other. But at the moment, to say it's been a bit more technical than I expected it to be. Francis now taking Oba Femi up on the shoulders. Going to drop him face first on the top turnbuckle pad. Francis now lining him up and running in with a knee strike and flopping over the top rope. That is a proper real-life AJ Francis move, that one. And you see, Oba Femi really heavily busted open already. As Francis now up onto the middle rope. Nope, decides against it. And a big boot, absolutely flattening Oba Femi. There's the pin for the 1, the 2. Only a 2 count. The running close on there, but Oba Femi taking down AJ Francis. Drops an elbow drop into the heart as well. Slamming him arm first into the mat now. And Oba Femi, strength, taking it up. Francis in a powerbomb position and turns it into a cutter. That's a really cool looking move. I like that. There's a pop-up powerbomb by Oba Femi out of nowhere on AJ Francis. It's only a 2 count, but it's not far away all of a sudden, is it? Not far away at all. Here's the pin now by Oba Femi. He's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee hasn't noticed it, but it's only a 1 count anyway. I think the problem is with that pinfall is it takes so long to actually lock that pinfall in that it's never actually worked. Oba Femi, the F15, absolutely swings AJ Francis around in all different directions. Oba Femi now up onto the middle rope. And decides against the dive by the looks of it. Instead, he's going to take AJ Francis, but Francis was playing possum. There's the elbows into the guts. And sending Oba Femi off into the big boot, right into the face. Francis sending Oba Femi face first into the top turnbuckle, sends him into the middle of the ring, then drops a moonsault for the middle rope. Very impressive for a man of that size. Oba Femi back in control of Francis, sends him face first into the corner. And now a German from the corner folding AJ Francis in half. And it feels like Oba Femi might be getting to that point now, launching him. There's the pin. I mean, AJ Francis' foot is clearly underneath the bottom rope there. It should be a rope break. The referee counted it anyway. Was more concerned with the shoulders than the foot. And you feel like it's one more high-impact maneuver by Oba Femi. Should pick him up the victory. And he's lining it up for the pop-up powerbomb for the 2nd time in the match. And surely this one will be enough for Oba Femi to confirm his victory. There we go. Oba Femi with the win. AJ Francis now 3 losses from 3 for him. And Oba Femi with that win picks up another point. He moves up to a +1 after 6 matches now. It's been a good turnaround for him. He started the year on -1. And now he's picked up a couple of points this week. And I said he's got a good opportunity tomorrow against Zilla Fatu to get himself another one. So this takes Oba Femi now from 611th position up to 360th. And like I said, he's building momentum, which of course is a real thing in this game. He's building momentum towards heading into the PWI 500 tournament next week. But also that big match against Zilla Fatu tomorrow. That'll be the last time we see Oba Femi this week in that match tomorrow. I'm surprised Oba Femi wasn't involved in Showdown, to be honest. But it is what it is. I know he's having a bit of time off, isn't he? There was rumours he was going to head up to the main roster after he lost the championship. But then there's also rumours that that's not going to happen and he's coming back to NXT. I would be surprised if he moves up to the main roster pretty soon. It might be the case that they do one little feud just to finish him off before moving him up. I'd like to see him come up on Rumble. I think bring him up on the Rumble out of nowhere. Have him eliminate someone interesting and then build a feud up towards Mania with that. I think that'd be a good thing to do with him. But it's WWE. What do I know? They do their own random weird things, don't they, really? But there we go then. Big victory then for Oba Femi. Momentum keeps building. He could be with a shout next week. You never know. He could be with a shout. That is our last match of the day, by the way. Tomorrow we've got 7 more coming for you. We've got OTM making their debut, the team of Lucian Prince and Bronco Nima up against the Nemeth brothers. We'll have Zilla Fatu versus Oba Femi, as I said. Another triple threat match between Chris Bay, Wesley and Saquon Sugars making his debut. We'll have the Culling, Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame going up against Decay, Rosemary and Jessica Havoc. and that's the #1 contendership for the Women's Championship. We'll have Santana going up against Lexis King one-on-one. We've got intergender action as Mance Warner and Steph DeLander take on Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan before your final match of the day, Joe Hendry up against Trick Williams. I'll love you and leave you. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.